And meanwhile, you got motherfuckers that we ain't representing Mexican artists. And I'm glad we have a Mexican in the building to see how he feels about that.
Fill me in on that. Is that the Hater World shit?
Yeah.
All right, fill me in. What did y'all see, or what is the whole take on that?
Man, I don't be watching old ass fools go back and forth about hip hop. That shit is so outplayed. Fool, this is my thing. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about this shit, fool. The reason a lot of y'all podcasts is never gonna go nowhere, cause y'all stuck in this fucking circle like this. The reason y'all probably never do a live show and all this shit is because y'all start talking about the same shit over and over and over and over and over. Your podcast is never gonna elevate if your whole content is based off arguing with another podcast the whole time, back and forth, and that goes for any podcast.
Pigeonhole yourself.
Yeah. You're. If you don't know how to make content without having to beef with somebody, just stop podcasting. You're making us look bad.
Pigeonhole.
I've been having too many successful podcasts. I'm blessed. I'm grateful, and not everything was based off. That shit is all played. I get it. They both have a point of view, but it just seems like all that it's for is content. I don't think none of them really care as much as they make it seem and screaming on the mic. That shit is so outplayed, fool. I'm over that whole scene, fool. That shit is so like, don't fucking talk if you're a visitor, and then Haters World, which I don't. They're both going back in Hater World, like, they're only gonna let you go as far as they go. I'm like, bro, who gives a fuck, man? People are winning, fool. Peso is doing amazing for himself.
Yeah.
Lefty's doing amazing for himself. Ojeezy and Santa Fe Clan are about to go on tour, fool. If you feel like, fool, you're not even a rapper. How do you know what they stopping people to do? And in the viral way, like if you're visitors, then half these rappers, half these black rappers in LA wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for us. So are we visitors or are we putting money in your pocket? So which ones are we, fool? Because if all of us were to stop listening to your music, there would be no fucking careers. There'll be nothing to visit. Because you guys wouldn't have a career. So shut the fuck up with all that shit. Half these, fool, when you go to a live show for FMW, it's 10% black and 90% Mexican. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Drop a bomb.
So am I a visitor? So what? Am I a visitor in podcasting?
Shit.
Am I a visitor in podcasting?
No.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit. That shit is all played, fool. All the visitors. There would be no Tupac career if it wasn't for a Latino Mexican. I'm gonna put that right now. The fool that produced a lot of his bangers was Mexican. What's his name?
Johnny Cinco. What's his name?
Johnny J.
All that visitor shit, all that stopping people. Who gives a fuck? Fool, Peso, Lefty, Bravo, Jeezy. Can we? And bro, took advantage, bro. Like that shit is, bro. I hate that back and forth shit. Like it seems like it's for content for at this point.
Nah,
I don't think people care like that anymore, fool. At some point, it was a conversation that was had, but at this point, fools are just screaming at the mic and just saying anything to get a reaction. So that's my whole thing with that shit. If you're gonna conversate on podcasts, learn how to do that shit. Other than that, don't fucking do it then. You're making us all look bad. This shit is oversaturated. I want to stop this shit right now. Let's go back to fucking we starving.
That's the thing though, like with podcasting, why they be like, some people, everybody don't need a mic, because people take it like this one man's opinion represents the whole race. And it's like, nigga, we don't feel like that. You feel like that. Or we feel like, you know what I mean? On both sides.
And shout out Wayno. I think I said this before. I heard Wayno said, fuck, just because you have a good conversation doesn't mean you should be a podcaster.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It just, at this point when it comes to, there's a reason why East Coast podcasting, and I'm not saying they don't beef it within each other, or that isn't part of the thing. But a lot of their elevation and a lot of their takes are well known because it's, they're having real, like, full-blown conversations.
It's universal, too.
Yeah, fool, you're keeping this shit on LA. You're never going to outgrow that shit, fool. I'm telling you right now, the reason we're able to go to New York and sell out is because, don't get me wrong, we're not the perfect podcast and come in here and mingle and don't discuss and fucking go back and forth and chismear, which means gossiping. But we also have real takes. We do our fucking job. It's not all just about always beefing and viralness. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's getting all played, man.
And I would say this, right? We are a testament of what the evolution of this shit is. This is black and brown. We here together. Of course, you're going to have racial undertones when it comes down to anything when you're talking about shit. Yeah. And I seen with Hater World, shout out to Blue Devil, because I seen what they talked about. You feel me? So basically they were saying that blacks will only let you get to a certain part. You
would only let you get yourself to a certain fucking part.
As far as in what?
Outside.
And that's what they were saying. In music. So they were saying like, oh.
But blacks don't control music.
No.
That's what I was saying.
The Jews control that
they said
shit.
in hip hop, we only let
them get
Hispanics
so-
get to a certain point in hip hop. You feel me? Like we gatekeeping. And it was like,
Also, it was in hip hop, or it was
No,
you
it's
saying
hip hop.
in music period.
No, in hip hop.
Rap, yeah,
like in
hip
rap.
hop.
Like we only let them get so far.
Meaning what? What do you mean? We only let them get so far.
Basically,
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole-
Basically, like kind of like we gatekeeping Mexican artists, and that's never been the thing.
Man,
And
I'll be
would
the first one to say it right here. We
I-
gatekeep each other, fool. Mexican's biggest
yeah.
hater will be another Mexican,
I'm like-
fool.
I'm like-
I'm
and
gonna tell you that right
and
now.
the black rapper's biggest hater
Oh,
will
be
probably
another
be a black
black
man.
rapper.
OG's
Oh,
got
God.
songs with hella black artists. Lefty got songs
Man,
with hella
OG is
black
probably
artists.
one of the only rappers
Everybody.
from LA touring the fucking country, and he's
Hey,
Mexican.
And Peso
He just did Coachella.
Peso's
Shout out
doing
King
his
Lil
thing.
G. Shout out
to
them
King
niggas,
Lil
man.
G.
Shout out
Shout out to
Bravo,
Lefty.
Drummer Boy.
Shout out to
Shout
Mr.
out Drummer
Capone.
Boy.
Everybody been fucking with Hispanic
Shout out
artists
them niggas.
since then. Like back then, I ain't never seen a time where I feel like niggas is like, oh, don't fuck with them because they're Mexican or something like that. Niggas don't even look at shit like that. Fool.
And to be totally honest, Hater World. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's doing this shit when it comes to his podcast and his world, but he does come from an older generation of the Chicano rap. So maybe even at that time that was different. But bro, look at the artists now. Fool, you got to be proud of everybody doing their shit. Whether you, bro, Lefty, Little Weirdo, Young Active, Peso, Drummer, King. Bro, Drummer
Shout
and
out to
King
Drummer,
OG
man.
didn't talk for maybe, I don't know, a couple years.
Yeah.
And now they're
they
back.
got-
And
they
fool,
got
they're about to
albums.
do a 50-state tour. Like,
Tour, albums, all that.
you know, like, for the conversation before this, you don't fucking need nobody from nobody. I mean, if you don't need nothing from nobody, if you work hard and pay your fucking ass off, that's what the fuck you're gonna get. When it comes to this comedy shit, people always be like, oh, the old heads. I didn't fucking ask no old head for no fucking handout. I went out there and worked my ass off, do 3-4 stand-up shows that fucking week, and now I'm touring the country because I earned that and I worked for that. Nobody had to stop shit, fool. So that's a victim mentality. Work hard, fool. If you work hard, you're gonna get it. Don't get me wrong, fool. There's gonna be bumps in the road where fools might not like what you do. A lot of people didn't like me in Concrete because they didn't think we were gonna be funny outside of being skits.
Yeah.
Or you fools think you're funny on camera. Yeah, motherfucker. Now we're sitting on show. So what?
Yeah.
So stop all that, man. Like, fool. Like, get that shit out of your head. Like,
And then it's like, you know, it's powerful Hispanics that's running shit behind the scenes.
Facts.
That's running shit for Shoreline Mafia, which is my nigga
Yep.
Polo, YG, nigga Black Eyed Peas. Like,
for a
he's
lot of
running,
managers
breaking
behind the
artists
scene
and doing
are
good shit.
man, look at fucking Bobby D.
Yeah.
Are you? He's fucking throwing. He's putting money.
Shout out.
He been putting money in niggas' pockets.
So come on, fool. That's the victim mentality, fool. If you work hard, you're gonna get there, fool. If your music fucking sucks and you don't know how to get better, that's on you. But work hard to get in the fucking gym.
You know, I
this
think
is-
it just
go ahead.
go back to what you were saying. It's just basically niggas is just starting a conversation that they really don't even care about. It's
Yeah,
not
that's-
even,
that's-
I
it's
don't even think a nigga is starting it for that. I think this is how people really feel. But once
because you how do you feel like that? You say we gatekeep and we don't let them get as far as they should be. Like what is far? Like where should they be? Like where should they be at? Like,
But this is the problem, right? And this is why motherfuckers, you gotta think about it. Kendrick put all brand new artists on his album and gave them the fucking shine. Not only put them on there, he put 2 Hispanic artists on there. One Hispanic artist who was Lefty Gunplay, #1 song on Billboard.
3 Hispanic artists.
3 Hispanic artists. #1 album.
Oh, yeah, the mariachi singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
But I was talking about rappers, but
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm saying just to have that representation is something that wasn't done before. And everybody got something to say. So it's like, okay, well, yeah, he did put him on the album, but he didn't say do the shit at the Super Bowl. He didn't do this, he didn't do this. It's like, nigga, what more can somebody have to do? Like, nigga, this nigga is showing you guys, he's helping, he's putting the light out there. Once you get the light, it is up to you to make that shit happen.
And that's why I'm
You
proud
can't
of-
even gatekeep nothing no more because it ain't no more gatekeepers.
And you know what, fool? And fool, that's why I'm proud of the Latinos from my generation. Like, look how Lefty still does songs with the artists coming up from his label, like the OTR.
And we love Lefty.
And for look how Peso and look how Jeezy and them put Peso on their tour with Santa Fe Clan and Bravo the Bag Chaser. Look at the domino effect of what that could do to your career. Like this is like Raza helping Raza. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out Shoreline too for bringing out a whole bunch of West Coast artists on their Coachella
Oh, yeah,
set.
man, that was dope,
They didn't
man.
have to do that shit.
Yeah, they
Black
did
and
it.
brown people, once again, changing this shit up. It's the evolution of this shit. And you know, a lot of people say all the time too, like, hey man, why y'all be Why y'all be doing this? Y'all scared of Mexicans? Y'all care the Mexicans, nigga? We love Mexicans, nigga. Mexicans fuck with us. They been fucking with us. This is our brother right here, bro. We don't look at this nigga like no color line.
Motherfucker, and we pay the bills around this bitch.
Come on, bro.
Motherfucker, stop. I hate that whole visitor shit. The fuck is we talking about, man? I have the artists in LA. I'm actually 90% of the artists in LA. Like,
well, all they waiting on you.
What? I mean, for there's more of us here. But you get what I'm talking
about, like this. All they wait.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So that, yeah. But look, a lot of people shouldn't be podcasting if that's all you're gonna rely on. They're gonna have some conversations, man. That's all I'm saying.
Again, man, like just because it's that one person's take don't mean it's the voice of everybody.
Yeah, 100%.
So you know, it's people that stand on the same shit that Kendrick showed us with his album, what he stand for, bringing unity. Lifting up the West Coast, giving us, putting our sound back in first place.
Yes. 100%.
In music, you know what I mean? But it is going to be people who don't care about that and going to look at the bad side of everything. It's people that sit out there and they don't care about the good shit. Let's pick out all the bad shit. Yeah. Oh, well, you did that, but why you do this? Why you do this? Then you say, all right, let's turn that mirror around, nigga. What have you done?
That's why you're saying
that. They complain.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But sometimes it's our duty to... It's a lot of the time it's our duty to be like, oh, nah, he wrong. He don't represent this. And we do love y'all, so shame on what he talking about. But they can't argue. Let them argue on what they want to argue about.
Yeah,
but nah, that's not it. And then we got to give some facts.
And everybody is welcome to their opinion, but
100%.
We are showing you guys what it's like to push this motherfucker forward.
And it's not even about that. I just think that this, like, I'm going to just be honest, I think where a lot of people's, the reason there's a lot of podcasts in LA is definitely has to do because we're everybody's parents, we're everybody's dads in this podcast. And that's what I'm saying. Like I see a lot of the blueprints that come out of this shit, and I'm like, okay, but what are you gonna do with that? Like I don't know. It seems like I feel like I'm not saying I'm an old head, but I've been doing podcasting for a lot longer. When I started young, I guess that gives me the advantage of having successful podcasts, you know what I'm saying? But it just seems like you guys are just doing it just because you know it comes with like nah, if you're gonna do this shit,
clout, huh?
Yeah, man, do this shit for real, fool. Because at this point, I'm looking at this shit like another clip,
a little clout.
Yes, but you are what you give your attention to.
Oh, like
a little clout.
You are what you give your attention to.
And stop thinking you on because Instagram pages post you, nigga. Get some real fucking views. God damn.
Yeah, look.
I told Hater, hey, you should post Sarah Morena, a Black Corridos artist.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah, I was like, y'all, you should post her. Let's get some more support from everybody, man. They posted her though. I'm like, yeah,
she's dope.
Let's support
Shout out her, man. She was,
everybody.
I think she was adopted by Latino parents.
What's the girl who worked at Haters World? She used to post our shit all the time.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them. Let's support everybody,
man. If you're a podcaster and you got some
shout
dialogue,
out to my brother King Moses too.
Debate, I think that's to call in. That's what people would love to see. If you one of them niggas that don't side with what he's saying, then y'all should link up and say, hey, let's have a sit down and let's debate it on camera so that we can give real takes and come to a conclusion.
And
that's what I think people want to see.
And another thing, if you're gonna end up sitting down and having a debate, when you like, this is my thing with podcasting. Like a lot of these fools react like, man, shut the fuck up, and then when you sit down, it's like, oh, we didn't. Like, why not have that energy, the debate energy, when you first start the conversation, and then when you sit down, it's gonna make the debate even better. Because if you go from like, oh, this and this, fuck you, and you whatever, and then you go sit down and you're cool. Then that kind of like, then it was like, oh, it was content instead of actually being a real debate. And then it's dope when the actual debate happens.
I mean, but to go back to what you're saying, like a lot of this shit is just content. Niggas just chasing that clout. They know.
That's what only lasts so long.
You look at a nigga like, okay, let's see what their content been about, and then let's see what it's about now.
Yep.
And why is it like that now? Oh, I could put the pieces together. I can see a lot of these niggas. I'm like, just because Don't Panic and Yazza's posting you, you feel you gotta stay in our niche of things we do, but that's not all we do.
Yeah. No.
They're trying to box us not knowing, like, nigga, it's 5 different pages all underneath FIGGMUNITYWORld, and we offer all types of content. Now let's put all those numbers together. You're not fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? So people will be like, oh man, that's all you guys got. Oh, Duno's over here, he don't do shit with the black people. He don't do whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, everybody's gonna find the one thing that niggas don't like and pinpoint that instead of praise what niggas is,
Hey, man.
bring it to the table.
All you gotta do
know
is watch when we starving. It's a whole different ball game.
What do you mean? I gotta do is watch
And that's black and
FMW.
brown. And that's black and
But
brown.
I gotta do is watch FMW, motherfucker. We do this, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you
Two of the
guys,
fattest on
like,
the West Coast going crazy.
The one, bro, we literally. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm starting to get just we starving fan. That's just come.
Oh, God.
And they're all big too.
That's dope because that's really
We have a whole.
niggas love watching good food. Like I've got a whole page and me and my girl dedicated to like food places we want to try on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think everybody do that. Like
Yeah, facts.
yeah.
So that's my thing. If you're really gonna elevate with this shit, stop thinking that that's the only way you're gonna do it. Have real fucking
But that's why
conversation.
we got to continue to lead.
And for
by
hire your
example.
own people to clip shit. Yazzer, don't panic. I love y'all, but well, I don't know about don't panic. But Yazzer, I'm cutting everybody off for the next 2 weeks unless they're under the FMW umbrella. Everybody else? No, Yazzer, I don't want nobody but fucking if it's I guess Apollo, they could get it. Okay. Apollo, they could be clipped. Ace Boys, the homies, Back on Fit, Community, 6,
6'2".
6'2".
Fair to say.
Fair to say.
Fair to say. Ho,
Oh, some monopoly going on. I like that.
Pollard, and the Pistons over there. Only them, Yazzer. Only them for the next 3 weeks. Only us. And you know what? Don't panic. You are my guy. I actually like your clips because I've been paying attention to that shit too. If you could do that for me too, that'll be amazing. Let's see where they go.
Do not make an executive order.
I'm tired of this shit.
Don't pay, but don't, like I always say, don't pay. You can't be mad at his page because
I love Don't
he's
Panic
sticking
page.
to his niche. He's finding like the little drama points in the conversation and he's highlighting that. So if that's what you cater to, go follow his page. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't be on his page mad, but you're following it.
Nah.
Like, nigga, just unfollow. That's why I don't understand when people like, oh, this is stupid. Why are you guys beefing? And they be like, hey, just if you don't like it, don't watch it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if nobody's putting a gun in your head telling you to watch none of this shit. So
man, there's so much shit going on. I just tune out of all this shit.
I mean, everybody got a preference of what they like and what they don't like. It's all good.
So, it just seems like it's always the same. It's like this.
That's why I said you always give your attention to.
So now
if you do this shit and go home and do other shit to be productive, you ain't gonna give a fuck about none of that.
Yeah. If you sitting here, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to know how to unplug from this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of people don't know how to unplug. Like, when motherfuckers just sit here and just be hitting me all day about this shit, I'll be sitting there zoned out.
Nigga.
I'll be on my phone, they be talking to me about this shit. I'll be like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, the camera's rolling? Now let's cut it on.
Facts.
Let's go. You know what I mean? But I don't give a fuck. Like,
Facts.
certain topics. But there is a hot topic going on. Never mind. I'm going to leave that alone.
Go ahead. Say it, kid.
It's an interesting one.
Go ahead.
It's a told you so moment.
Go ahead.
Brick baby. We got to touch on this one. We got to touch. This is a told you so moment from FMW, man. Especially the founders who was over there first.
Download Prize Picks and use code FMW.